I hope it's live. I'm not sure if it is. What's up? This is Alan with Alan Plays. Hope everybody's doing good. I've been playing a lot of Firewall, as you might have noticed on the channel, and that's been going great. I appreciate all the likes and the comments and everyone who's subscribed lately. That's been phenomenal because it's not fun unless anyone's hanging out. But this video is going to be something a little bit different. Everyone's looking forward to Fallout 76, and it just released, obviously, I think it was last night. But I know I'm invested in Red Dead Redemption, and so I'm not necessarily ready to jump into yet another open world game. Even though there's not a lot of parallels, I just don't, it's too much back and forth. And plus I want them to iron out all of the kinks. I know there was server issues day one with people getting in. Of course, it's a Fallout game, so a Bethesda game, so there's a lot of bugs. I don't really want to mess with that right now. Like, it's just not something that I'm interested in doing. But I do love Fallout, and I do love tabletop gaming. And as of late, I've been trying to get back into tabletop gaming, and you know, we started up a Dungeons and Dragons group, D&D, which my oldest brother used to play quite a bit of back in the 80s, and so I loved playing with him when I was quite a bit younger, and I've always wanted to kind of jump back in, but I couldn't find a group, like, anyone who was necessarily dedicated to playing. I did recently join a group on Roll20, which is like a web sort of Skype version of doing Dungeons and Dragons. But the problem of it is I think that the Dungeon Master moved to China, and time zones were all off, and so it's no good. So, and I had picked up, the player's handbook. I had picked up some dice, and but a few of my coworkers also play, and so we've gotten into doing D&D with them. So we've only had our first initial setup, and that's gone. We did that, I think it was last night. So we're like scheduling to start regularly playing with this group, this core group. And the cool thing about that is I think I'm going to be live streaming those. So if you're into tabletop gaming, you're into Dungeons and Dragons, you'll be able to tune in and watch us play through a campaign. And the guy that's doing our Dungeon Master stuff is I guess he's pretty seasoned as far as being a DM, so it should be fun, and moving along without long pauses of digging through rule books and everything like that. It should be kind of progressive and fun. But what we're here to do is celebrate the Fallout release with the Fallout board game. And I got this in, and I already opened this up, and I was thinking, you know what, we should do this on the channel. Not like so much as an unboxing, but something fun to do and check out the pieces, because if you love the Fallout artwork and aesthetics as much as I do, you'll probably enjoy checking out the pieces that are inside of this. And I'm not going to play through it right now or anything, obviously. I'm just going to open it up and look at some of the pieces. I'm not going to pour over the details and the quality of things or what's not quality, because who cares? But the box feels like canvas. It's a rich mahogany canvas. Who cares? But let's open it up and see what the pieces look like. And the reviews on this tabletop version of the game. By the way, this is like $38 right now for this on Amazon. I should put the link. It might be a different price by the time you see this video, especially if you're watching the replay at some point in your life. It's pretty cheap. You can find it in most stores for $60, and maybe ask them if they price match. And if they do, so you got the manual to learn how to play. If they do price match, you'll be able to support local businesses, like your local comic book shops or board game shops and things like that. So I'm not going to pour through this extensively, but I'm just going to sort of open it up. You've got the rules, to learn how to play, the rules. I've heard this game can be a little bit complicated. And I looked it up on YouTube. Let's see, we've got the little Nuka-Cola pieces. It's kind of cool. Those Nuka-Cola pieces, these are random tiles that start flipped over, and then as you land on them, I believe you flip them over and you can kind of move through. Like these green areas, I think you take radiation damage. I think the red areas you move slower and maybe take more radiation damage. I don't know exactly, and if you've played this before, I'm sure you're telling me right now through the screen how wrong I am. So there's different cool, little bottle caps and like different things for the game. These are the what do you call those? The VAT system, I believe it is, and you've got like you can put your special abilities in these once you build them out. So I'll open this at some point. I'm gonna leave that stacked. These will actually open up and pull out. This is cool. These little pieces. Look how cool this is. Like a little survivor guy here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think you'll be able to see it. Isn't that cool? Like the detail on these little pieces is pretty nice. These would be fun to just have in general, even if you weren't playing the game. Survivor guy. This is like, what am I trying to say? Oh, who is this? Oh, that's a mutant. That's a mutant. God damn it, you know what I'm talking about.
That's a ghoul.
That's a ghoul, yeah. Yeah, because there was a mutant in here. Here he is.
Super mutant.
Super mutant, yeah. There's a super mutant. Maybe you can remind me in the comments the name of the super mutant that you befriend in, what was it, Fallout 3? Remember that?
Yeah. Fox.
Fox?
There's one fox and there's another one. But yeah, it's Fox, I think.
Alright, and then there's one of the vault dwellers that's out trying to survive. That's what I was trying to say a minute ago. I thought this guy was this dude. Well, I guess it's these are the dudes that wish they were in there.
True.
Yeah. And then was like a female raider or something like that.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. Could have been a vault dweller. And then of course the piece de resistance. Power armor. Brotherhood of Steel type of thing. And then you have a super mutant. And so that's really cool. You got these pieces. I'll set these up here so you can kind of. Then you've got your dice, which is themed. Of course, everything with Fallout is cool because it's got that awesome aesthetic to it. The die, I don't know if you call it dice or die, are really cool. How they are set up. So that's cool. Some die. These are game pieces in there that you use on your stat card or special card. They've got the deck that you play through, and I believe a lot of these are there's like game pieces that you earn as you play through, cards that you earn as you play through, and then you have these instances. I believe they're quests and instances that you get while you're playing. So that's kind of cool. I don't want to tear all this out too much because then I'll end up not knowing what part comes out when and what. I don't know what this is. Look, it was Far Harbor. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a Capital Wasteland.
Yeah, I think it's like there's locations. Because I remember there was a Far Harbor location.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that plays into this. Like, I wonder if this takes place in like. I wonder which one this takes place in. There's probably nothing under here. Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of cool how they have this set up. So that's not that crazy. I've heard this is like the most cool part about this game, though, is like trying to play through these instances. I don't know how to play yet, or else I'd be like saying what you're gonna do with each piece, but I don't know yet. But yeah, that's kind of cool, and I think that's it, right? It's got the cool, standby screen in the background, sort of. Please stand by. And then the art goes all the way around. So yeah, I'm gonna be setting this up and playing through, and I'll probably live stream that as well, so you guys can sit in on it and check it out. It'd be cool if there was some way that we could have like a viewer end up being like one of the players.
Oh, I see.
Control it for them. They can like do their turn through chat.
Yeah.
That'd be tight. So if you guys would be interested in that, put it down in the comments. If you'd be interested in watching, a session, I believe there's a total of 5 of us playing Dungeons and Dragons. If you'd want to tune in with that as well and watch some tabletop D&D, let me know if you'd be interested in that. And yeah, with that, I guess I'll end it. So here it is, the tabletop version of Fallout to celebrate Fallout 76, which we'll play later when it's done being broken. Once they fix it and we beat Red Dead. So, thank you very much.